Hello everybody, this is Noemi Smith. As you might know me, I am a doll artist. I made clay sculptures and reborn dolls as well, but I'm also learning on how to take care of my skin. Now that I am in my 40s and kind of aging, you have to do something about it. Do you use sunscreen for your daily routine? This could be a huge controversial subject, pretty much. And I have gone from up and down with the many things reading about sunscreen. Since I grew up back in Peru. We always use a sunscreen when we were exposed to the sun, pretty much because kind of like the Korean thing or the Japanese thing that you don't like having dark skin is kind of weird, I know. That completely changed when I came to live here to the United States when I was in my 20s. And I found that everybody here like to get suntan and be brown and have a nice tan skin. But me, that hasn't changed until now. But I always wear sunscreen since I was growing up here. When I moved here, there was this talk about sunscreens giving you cancer, being more bad for you than beneficial, and blah blah blah. There is so many people talking. There is pros and cons about that. Okay, I'm going to tell you that everybody has the right to their own opinion, and everybody has the right to take care of themselves the way they feel is more appropriate or whatever they believe on. I am not following TikTokers and influencers from all over the place. I actually have done a big my own research, but by paper reading for professionals, and pretty much you want to know more about this. It's very extensive. The studies going pros and cons is huge. I follow a chemistry. She has a degree also, and I follow a dermatologist, and the good old humble being me, Mary. I also follow her. She's a certified skincare formulator, and because I start making my own skincare, which it is creams, facials, toners, serums, and that sort of things, even deodorants. And by believing that sunscreens were bad for you, giving you cancer and blah blah blah, I also try to get into my own making of sunscreen, making my own sunscreen, and that was a big mistake. I can tell you a thousand ways, a thousand reasons why you shouldn't, but we're going to include all of that down to here. I will really recommend you to follow these three professionals I'm talking to you about. They have tons more information to to validate what I'm telling you right now. And after spending a long time reading all these studies, you can actually come out with your own decision. I'm a firm believer of experience, is what it tells you the truth. I have oily, acne prone skin my whole life. And I cannot believe the many of the recipes and DIYs you can find online about making your own sunscreen products. And many times the people claim, well, you never see them putting it on the skin, though, pretty much. But many times people claim that, yeah, it's protecting me from the sun. I never get burned or blah, blah, blah. There is many things going around that, but because it's not the UV that is going to the one that burns your skin. The dangerous is the one that goes. I believe it's the UVB is the one that goes under. That one doesn't really burn you. It goes just. It's very subtle. That's the one who gives you cancer. Also, like I said, read the documentations and the studies made about this. So even if somebody can claim that by wearing their concussion, it doesn't really burn them, doesn't make it, don't making get burns on the face. It could be the older UV, the blue light and all of that. I'm not good with the very more complicated wordings, but you don't know. And many the skin products that are available on the market, they had to pay. I mean, you can't just claim that you make something and it's a sunscreen proof. You cannot, at least not in the United States. And other countries are even worse, more restricted to sun care when it comes to sun care products. You had to put your product under testing. You had to have people testing your product for a period of time to confirm if it will pass the proof of being or not effective against the damage from the sunlight or whatever. So in the end, I really going to leave this to your own decision, because there is some people that, in my experience, I guess it's something that happens to you and you see it happening. It kind of turns you into more to a believer of that. I knew people that have living without wearing sunscreens, and they're sadly white skin. And at least 3 people that I know directly, they ended up having a skin cancer in the face, actually. And that wasn't my own experience. The other thing that I experienced on my own was because I have the acne-prone skin, and I have acne scars. Even now, I'm wearing a pimple right here. It's not as bad as before, though. I have gone through stages in my life. It was worse when I was a teenager, of course, but even now that I'm in my 40s, I still have to battle with acne. And the thing is this, I start using products like salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide. That was a long time ago, actually, trying to control my acne for spotting and all of that. But lately, I start using acid exfoliants. In case you are into using acid exfoliants like salicylic acid, it could be that there's mild ones and there's very strong ones, and there is the dermabrasion process being done by a professional dermatologist. Well, it's a dermabrasion. It actually looks like they're gonna burn your whole face, but anyway, that's professionally done. Okay, over the counter we have these similar products, very mild, sometimes a little bit mild, available, and sometimes even added a little bit like a exfoliant system to even skincare, like a moisturizer. You will see the ahas and the bah. That sounds really funny. Those are the acids used by the ones like me. They're trying to clear up scars, clear up if you had the problem of the red skin, rosacea, that kind of a problem, and of course acne. The thing that I did not know is that if you are using any of these products in your daily skincare routine, this makes you very sensitive to the sun and the UV rays. So in the case that you don't want to wear sunscreen at all, and that is your own decision, like I was telling you, if you are like me and you're wearing these products to help with the acne and the scars or whatever, it's not a decision anymore. Because if you don't wear a sunscreen while using these products, the results will be worse than having acne and the scars. And that I have witnesses myself. Well, right now I'm wearing makeup. Probably on the trial videos you will be able to see my skin and all the scars. I especially have the one here that appeared in the last year. It's like a big liver spot. Because I was thinking that the sun scares and some products were cancer causing, or it was going to give me cancer or something, and I was stopping using it. And I tried to buy a homemade sunscreen last year, remember? And I wasn't being careful until I learned this. So I caused myself having a little bit, luckily it wasn't that bad, a little bit of hyperpigmentation in that way. That's my own experience, you see? So since that, probably 6 months ago, that I learned this, and I cannot make my own product, I have been trying to incorporate sunscreen in my daily routine. I know it could be very annoying for many, because I was starting with the good old, let's talk with the Neutrogena. I have always used things I'm living in this country since 2005, 2005, yeah, when I came to live here. And I always thought that Neutrogena was one of the best body sunscreens, because for the face has always been very like, it even make my skin on the face itchy. and it completely and absolutely burned my eyes. My eyes are naturally delicate and sensitive. I don't even know how I pull out going to conferences or doing special effect makeups that we love dressing up with Flip. And I don't even know how I stand wearing the makeup near my eyes. But by the end of the day, my eyes will be red and irritated with makeup normally. But I didn't know that there is such thing as mineral makeup, mineral sunscreens. This is not, and chemical sunscreens. And these pretty much most of the products that you see and they're going to burn the hell out of your eyes are going to be chemicals. And those chemicals are kind of hard to pronounce for me, but I'm going to try it. It's obobenzone, uh, oxyzolate, octocrylene, omolacate, and there is a one that many people is allergic to is oxybenzone. Actually, that's kind of okay for me to pronunciate. That's the one there is in many products, and many people is allergic, probably like me. I'm okay in the body though. It's my face has been always been the problem. So this time I'm going to try to try on some of the chemicals and some of the minerals. The minerals are pretty much what is more, they call more natural and less harming and blah, blah, blah. It's a big debate against those two also. Again, you can read extensions of debates from the professionals that I'm recommending you to go for it. So I know if you probably have tried some kind of a sunscreen, it could be pretty annoying and just annoying in your face specifically. So today, my experience today that I'm trying to show you, I hope it's going to help you a little bit. Remember, everybody's skin is different, and one thing that we have now that we didn't used to have probably 10 years ago is the guarantee returns from a product. Many of the products that I'm going to show you now, I pretty much have a guarantee of 30 days to try them out and see how it works. If not, they will give me a full refund. That's amazing. That helped me. I'm telling you, if you want to try something and find something that works for you, totally to do that, because I'm going to be returning a lot of products after this one. And I'm really, really hoping to find the one that I'm going to love. I had to tell you that I also used through the years, probably in the last 5 years, 7 years, I have gone through many, many kind of products to help my acne poor skin. Even going through retinol, salicylic acid, the benzoyl peroxide is something that I also keep as a topic ointment. If I use it all over my face, it will cause my face to peel off. From the many things that I try, I even try Murad, Lancome, all kind of retinols and retinol creams. I did not really found something that was really working, and it was in the end became like just spending too much money in this kind of products. That's the reason why recently, probably 3 years ago, I started my research into making my own skincare creams and serums and so go on. And now, this year is when I start making my own skincare. By far, at least for me, for myself, I'm doing pretty well with that. I'm still doing. This is the one from Ordinary. Ordinary, I like the products. I also have a moisturizer. This is the strongest exfoliant that I'm using right now. Is the glycolic acid at the 7%. It's just a toning, but if you want to introduce yourself to this kind of this is the strongest thing I'm using right now. You have to follow the instructions, okay? Follow the instructions to be safe, because they have a stronger peeling one mask. I might try that one in the future. Just being very careful, and also because my face is already used to this kind of exfoliants, okay? The only things that kind of work from everything else that I wasted money in, it will be the products from Bare Minerals. Bare Minerals are the only ones who do not make my face break out, and it kind of feels okay in my skin. And many of the products have a tiny itty bitty like 20, 50% SPF that is very nice to wear on top of your the sunscreen you choose. The bad thing with this is too expensive. You know that. This is a very, very nice, high quality products, and they are very expensive. So I'm going to be, also, I never found my true color scheme with this. Even if I went to the store and tried on, yeah, it feels like it's a waste buying all of this. I wish they had a little samples or something. I didn't know about the returns back then. Um, but yeah, that this feels like a waste. I'm still trying to make my own concealer liquid. I was able, thank God, I was able to make my own powder. I would call it all in one because it pretty much, in my experience, it plays like a as a concealer, as a foundation, and just as a mineral powder. It has 100% mineral contents, oxides, titanium, zinc oxide, and micas. I don't quite recall. Yeah, I need it for the coloring. Oxides, not micas. Oxides. The oxides are the one who comes in colors. And for me, for my kind of skin, I also add soothing oils like rose hip, black currant. I believe I have jojoba too. Frankincense is an amazing oil if you use it in the right amount for skincare and wrinkles. Okay, so I'm trying this. I'm telling you this because I'm trying this one as a finishing powder with pretty much all the sunscreens I'm gonna be trying today, and also, I'm going to be using my own, always before my routine before I try the sunscreens. I'm telling you, wash my face. Right now I'm using La Roche benzoyl peroxide acne wash. Right now I'm using that. It feels like a cream. It's pretty nice. After that, pat clean. Don't ever try to drag the towel in your face. Your dermatologist will always tell you that, because I remember that was the first word from the dermatologist. Don't rub your face with the cloth. Just pat dry. And after that, I have a toning mist. This is I designed this is to be very extremely soothing for the skin with aloe vera, allantoin, vitamin B3, and just soothing ingredients to help with the glycolic acid stuff, and the benzoyl peroxide and the salicylic acid to help soothing my skin from all of that. Just a mist, and I also use it as a makeup setting spray. And then I will do my serum with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. They're both hyaluronic acid is an excellent moisturizing, and the niacinamide, oh my gosh, is good for clearing up the skin from marks and patches and acne spots and whatever. Okay, so that's what I'm always doing before applying the sunscreens that we're going to be reviewing today. Let's get started. Okay, like I said, I was hooked home for Neutrogena for many years. So what I was forcing myself to use last year was the Neutrogena Invisible Daily Defense Face Serum with a sunscreen of a 60 broad spectrum daily hydration with antioxidants, humectants, water resistant, up to 80 minutes. I said I'm not going to show this, I'm just going to talk to you about, because this is the one that I was using since last year, forcing myself to use it because the eye is thinning, so I was never able to apply it in the eye of my eye area, up here. The overall stinging, kind of weird feeling on the face, and the stickiness and the shininess. So pretty much what I did with this was I wear it when I was taking the dog for a walk, and then when I came back home, I'll wash it, I clean it off. Or when I was going to work, I will wear this and then a little bit of the powder, and just have to take with the irritation through the day. No, this was definitely not for me. Right now, I'm using it on my hands and in my body, just like the other one, just like this one. I used it on my body too. So I'm not even gonna show you this. I hate this one. I don't like it. I did not know though that they have a mineral one. These are all chemicals from the Neutrogena. I don't have that one here, but I heard later that they also have a mineral one for the face. That might have been worth it to try, but let's go with the next one. All right, the Super Goop Company. I have read so many reviews, good reviews, and some most good reviews than bad reviews actually. And we got this from Amazon, 100% returnable. I'm gonna try first with the. I wanted to try the ones that come in a little a sample package like this first. So they have more products that I haven't tried, but I'm just gonna tell you about these ones. Is the glow screen SPF 40 sunrise broad spectrum sunscreen with 40 PA plus plus plus. That is the plus added to the. Remember when I told you there is the one uh, sunlight that it burns you, and you know that you have sun damage. But there's the other one that doesn't really burn you, but it damages the worst actually. That is the meaning of the PA plus plus plus. And this one is not mineral, is chemical, 100%. With the same things, the oxybenzone, the oxalate, blah, blah, blah. This went bad. At least for me, it didn't work. I was trying to apply this to my skin evenly. It goes in nicely, though. It's a nice extracting experience. And when you have to apply these products, you actually have to be generous. You can't just do a little pat, pat, pat and think that that's going to make you safe. So I tried to spread it all over my face. The more I spread it, the more glowy my face was turning. And I ended up turning in something like this. So yeah, although Flip said that this thing looks good for like a very, very fancy pictures. He loved especially one of the pictures. Actually, he might be right because many of the pictures that I wanted to show you and videos, I wanted to show you how it make me look like the Thing Man or this lady from the siren from this short movie. It make me look metallic, but it kind of looks good when we're trying to do professional pictures. It was also peeling off my face, so that was for me a definitely nope and return. The next one, same as from the Super Goop Company, but this one is called the Unseen Sunscreen. The same thing, FPS 40, the same protection, the same covering, water and sweat resistant for 40 minutes, and the same is a chemical, exactly the same as the other one. This one contains a bit load of silicones though, which it gives it the texture as a primer for a makeup. It's like you're applying literally a foundation for foundation, a priming, cream for before your makeup. And I did like actually the feeling of how easily and nice feeling in your skin to apply. You can't really tell how much of the product you are applying because it's transparent and soft and nice and silky. And I told you before, you should be applying a fairly nice amount of sunscreens in your face. With this one, you can't really control because you can't even see it. So 1 point down there. Many, many points up because I was able to nicely blend it. I was able to put a full load of a makeup on top of that one. Of course, I'm telling you my mineral makeup and everything else. I did everything else, my eyes and everything else. I finished the makeup that day. It works great as a primer for your makeup. That I can tell you for good. With tiny bitty flaws or cakiness afterwards, I fixed that by adding another mist of my toner, like a makeup. I use that as a makeup setting for a makeup too. It kind of help, but it later on it kind of creased tiny to bitty on my wrinklish areas. It it kind of went normal like when you normally apply liquid makeup, you know. They wear during the day and it gets like that. So it's pretty decent, but also pretty pricey. So I'm just gonna put this one aside and I'm going to decide later. I might find something better than this that it could cover all my needs. So we'll see because it's only this one is like $18. And the biggest one, the full size is 1.7 ounces. It's almost $40. So yeah, it's a little bit pricey. I'll think about this one. Next one, we have La Roche Posay. Very fancy name, huh? It's a the Antilles UV Clear Daily Invisible Sunscreen to help protect against sun damage, designed for sensitive skin, suitable for acne-prone and rosacea-prone skins. They have this so-called cell ox shield. Cell ox isn't an ox an animal? Cell ox shield, UBA, UBA, and UBB. Aha, that was the word I was looking before. The UBB is the one that actually literally gives you cancer. UBA and UBB protection plus antioxidants. These things seem great. They have a boatload of products related with sunscreens. Yes, I was looking for something for my acne-prone skin, and actually they have one that is cheaper. This one is also like a $40 teeny. They have the one that is like 18, 20 bucks, I believe. But from that one, I heard a lot of bad reviews. Being the opposite of helping you with the acne, the people were getting actually breakouts with that. So I decided to go for the more expensive. This one have acylic acid too, which is some kind of oh my God, I always forget this word. The micro, oh God, exfoliating thingy. That's what I always forget that word. Yeah, the acylic acid in here, contained in here, it's one of those exfoliating acids. And everything on here seems so beautiful. But when I was reading these, and after I learned that the chemical sunscreens are the one who make your eyes burn, they don't really disclose that. They only talk about the cell ox shield. And when I wrote that and I didn't see anything else, reading in the ingredients, inactive ingredients, it wasn't there either. So I was thinking that it was some kind of a brand new, neither chemical, neither mineral kind of a sunscreen thing. And that's what yes, I want to try this. And later on, especially getting the box and reading the ingredients, I learned that their cell ox shield system is no more and less than chemical components for sunscreen. So I knew from that this thing was, I'm trying to find something that apply safely for my eyes through my whole face. So having something like this, even if it work, because of all the nice stuff that is in there, I will still need another one mineral to apply around my eyes. So anyway, so I'm sort of kind of glad that this one didn't work because it was expensive. I didn't really want to get hooked to something like, even though they have the subscribe and save option for a couple dollar less. Nah, it didn't seem like, so I'm kind of glad it didn't work. Return. Okay, let's enter the mineral sunscreens. The few that I have left to try today are all mineral. Let's see. Tribe. Regenerative skincare. This one is only 30 though. A daily defense sunscreen balm for sensitive skin, protects you from the sun and restores your skin. Broad spectrum, FP, SP. What I always do F first. SPF, good lord, 30. Non-nano zinc oxide mineral sunscreen with unique antioxidants. Plant-based, regenerative forming, reef safe, gosh, cruelty-free, and non-nano, and even TCA approved because of the tiny itty bitty size. This one, I love pretty much all the components in there. It has humectant chemicals and natural oils. It contains actually zinc oxide up to 20%. It doesn't say anything about being waterproof though. And I was having a little bit of a hopes on this because while I was using the previous chemical sunscreens, I was kind of using these only on my eyelids and my brows. And up to there, it seemed like it was working okay because I wanted to have still a full protection with even with the chemical, something on my eyes too. So I have been trying that with the other ones, only in my eye area, and it seemed like it was working fine. But let's see. So the peeling off, it could have been 100% because of my own skin type. Uh, yeah, because I heard many good reviews. It did not leave me a white cast, really, that I can tell before it started peeling. um, I was having hopes because it's actually pretty affordable too. It's not that quite expensive. It's not that quite cheap. But, okay, another one. Return. Okay, let's continue with the mineral sunscreens ones. I'm gonna go with the Australian Gold Botanical 50. This is a tinted sunscreen. Actually, from all the ones that I tried, this is the only one who is tinted. Yes, this is the only one who is tinted. It said lightweight, matte finish, hypoallergenic, water resistant for up to 80 minutes, and the broad spectrum of SPF of 50. This one has titanium dioxide 4% and zinc oxide at 4% too. Helps prevent some sunburn. Okay. Apply 15 minutes. Many of them it will be applied 15 minutes before sun exposure. Exposure. This one has just simple ingredients. If you check it out, it even has shea butter, whatever you want to call it. And I tried this in my face, and it seems like it goes easily in the application on my face. It looks very nice actually. You can totally see the tinted. Some people don't like the whitish cast, but when it's tinted, I think it's helping the cast, at least in my case. I really like the first feeling of this sunscreen on my face, my skin. It doesn't really feel oily. It doesn't really feel like drying. And I like the slightly coverage that it has. It's actually very nice. I like it. It feels very nice in my skin. And I also tried to finish it up with my powder, with my mineral powder in there. I didn't do a big deal about this, just the powder, and try it. I actually was wearing it one full day going out with a full set of makeup, and it feels pretty good. It kind of like normal foundations will do. It kind of like crease, not quite cake. It did got a little bit shiny through the day, mild, which I think it was just like a nice kind of a glowy shiny. Didn't really bother me. But if anything else, I could have blotted out with a paper, and then you're supposed to be applying these products again through the day also. That depends on the conditions also. If you're indoors, you're going to be indoors or you're going to be outdoors. If you're going to the beach, that's 100% sure. I will not be even wearing makeup. I will just wear straight just sunscreen. Where I live now, I don't have beach, so that's a story of the past for me. But yeah, many other products, it will tell you to reapply the products every 2-3 hours. But like I said, that depends on the wearing and the conditions and where you are. It's always recommended still to be reapplying. And I'm thinking and considering the powder mineral sunscreen powders. There is many of those out there. I probably will have to make a chapter different from that. By now, I'm not exposing myself too much, and I know how much of the risks I could have. If I was all day long exposing the sun, I probably will be reapplying for sure. But there goes the Australian Gold. This is not an Australian-made sunscreen. Just to let you know, it's very made in USA. It's just the name. By the way, you happen to go to Australia, they do have the best standards in the quality of sunscreens. So pretty much, if you go to Australia, if you trip to Australia, try to grab some of their sunscreens, because I heard that they're pretty much the best quality. So to me, this one is a keeper. I'm gonna be keeping this, even if I use it as a daily, or it mix well with it mix okay with my makeup. So yes, I'm gonna have this Put up for me. Next, I was also advised to try a Korean kind of a sunscreen, which is the same. If you have the chance to go to Korea, or if you have the chance to try Korean products for skincare, but probably it's worth it. I heard many positive reviews about that one. And they could be very expensive though, that's the bad thing. This is Inis, Inis free daily UV defense mineral sunscreen. They also have chemical sunscreen from this brand with zinc oxide of 17%, only zinc oxide. It doesn't have titanium. It helps prevent the sunburn. Reapply every 2 hours. Pretty much the same. 15 minutes before the sun exposure. It doesn't. I keep saying that word very, very wrong. I'm sorry about that. I can't find if it's water resistant though. Let me see. Use a water resistant sunscreen if swimming or sweating. So okay, this is not water resistant, or it doesn't have a timeline like 80 minutes. Remember, all of the other products were like 80 minutes. For sure, it will stay in your skin. All right. I can't find the ingredients. The ingredients are pretty much here. I got this one from Sephora. The good thing when you get from Sephora is if you get a subscription and the whole thing, they always have little samples and gifts for you to try if you get the products from Sephora. I have an account there, and I have bought several products from there, like shampoos and this and that. And I always get to, and then you accumulate points to get little gifts in the end. And also they offer full refunds if anything goes wrong. But anyway, I tried this one. It has a slightly tint of green, which is set for people with reddish rosacea or scarring. There is very kind of red in your skin, or you have a reddish skin. I was reading that could help a lot, and many people actually with fair skin are giving a good positive reviews about this product. In my case, I love how it felt. And actually, that's the one that I'm wearing right now under my makeup, in case you wonder. Flip thinks it makes my face look too white, but if you don't like the white casts the product leaves in your skin, especially if you're very, very probably dark skin, it won't be beneficial. No, I like it. I don't mind, and it blends. This is the one that blend actually perfectly blend with my mineral makeup. I still have to try these products with like a foundation or a liquid makeup to see what happens. But by far, I did like this product, and I think it could be a keeper too. It works a lot better if I want to try to use makeup. So, yep, this one is a keeper too for me. I like it. I like the feeling. It doesn't bother me. And 100% I can prove that the mineral is what it doesn't really make my eyes sting. And by far, actually none of the minerals cause my eye to sting. And yep, this is a keeper. I'm gonna have two products in hand. This is probably like a daily use, and this is probably gonna be my one for mixing with makeup, because it looks way the best, all of them. All right. And the last one, this one is very cute. Mugu. And always they have the picture of a cow there because of the moo. I guess this is actually made in Australia. I found that just now when I was double checking all the products, because I wrote in one of the blogs that I'm sending you the information down there. It was actually from this chemistry lady. She was trying to formulate a sunscreen, lightweight, nice feeling, and blah blah blah. And she, being a chemistry, have a heart, and she has a huge blog. I believe Humble Being Me is the one who sent you the reference to read her blog. And well, I was reading her intense blog. I don't remember the name of this chemistry lady. She actually works for a company that they do develop sunscreens, so she doesn't sell her own brand. She develops sunscreens for other people, but she was trying to do her own, and it's just talking of her own experience and failures in developing your homemade sunscreen, and how come it's not really a good idea to try to do this at home. But anyway, there I found that somebody was mentioning this brand for the staining eyes, and they were mentioning that they use the thing that I probably don't like much about this is that it's just a 15 FP SPF. Good lord. So somebody was suggesting to wear this in your eye, around the eyelids and the eyebrow area for avoiding the staining. And then, well, this particular lady said that she liked the chemical products on the rest of her face, so she was doing this for the eyes only. This company actually claims to be very like using most of natural ingredients, and I can see pretty much in the list of ingredients is the jojoba, oils, emollients, allantoin gang. It has natural, even natural preservatives, hyaluronic acid. It's very lovely ingredient, natural wise content. And this ended up being the one that it was from Australia. So if it said 15, it's 100% 15 coverage. The problem is that maybe you will have to apply this product because when it goes to the numbers, you will read that clearly on the blogs of the professionals posting about the numbers, what the numbers mean, what the SPF mean. I will totally encourage you to read that. So the less number is kind of like the less timing you have for the sun protection from the product. But I was wearing this one. Actually, I think this is a good one for flip. I tried on my neck today and I like it. So it's exactly the same feeling, I would say, probably the same feeling as this one, as the Australian Gold, but without leaving you really a very bold white cast. It doesn't really leaves you it blends. It pretty much blends. So it's pretty much to this one. This one has a tendency to leave you a little bit more of the whitish cast on there, but this one does not. And they do not have it in a higher SPF. They only have this. They have a lot more products. It seems lovely though. And they make also baby skincare for babies actually, this company. That's actually something very good because everything is designed for children, for little kids. It's supposed to be pretty much safe. So I found my products and I'm very glad about that. Sadly, in the industry, in the world, there is like a thousands, well, maybe not that much, there's a hundreds, maybe more, of sunscreen products. Many people, many companies develop them, and some of them you have to be careful. You always analyze and always look for reviews from professionals. Ask to your dermatologist. I think it will be the wisest of the all the advice and about what kind of a company, because like I said, there are scams also, knockoffs. So yeah, be mindful, be careful. So I really hope you enjoy this presentation. I really was hoping to help you find something else too for you. And like I said, if you don't like wearing sunscreens at all, you never wear sunscreens at all, that's really, really, really up to you. It's a personal choice, a personal decision. I explained in the beginning why I have to. I don't have a choice. I need to wear something to protect my skin from the clearing up treatments I'm doing for my face because of the acne and scars and blah blah blah. No, and that's my reason. This is my skin, and this is what it was more appealing for me. Everybody's different. Whatever I'm using right here, it might be horrible for you to wear. So trust on the companies giving a guarantee on the product, so you can just go ahead and return if something is reacting with your skin and it's not working. I am very happy with my testing now. It was just a little bit of products that I tested, but I'm happy. I'm going to stay with these products and I'm going to keep developing my own skincare, which I'm doing very great with that. If you want to learn about my own skincare production, it's available in my main website, and we also have a Shopify store. But If you want to go for it, we have many samples for you to try. Sometimes you can find free samples. Just hit me with a message and let me know. And okay, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the song. Play safe and just enjoy life. If you'd like to see more content like this, please let me know on the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow us and sign up for our notifications. And see you on the next one.